Baliva.
Thank you, Dustin. Welcome out to Dozer Park. Thanks for joining us here this evening. We get ready to take on the Cedar Rapids last game of the series. Not the homestand, though. Wisconsin will come in next. And joining me in front of our dugout today, Ronnie Williams, starting pitcher from yesterday. 4 shutout innings, 4 hitless innings. And for you, back into the rotation yesterday, part of the doubleheader. And got to feel pretty good about yesterday's outing.
Yeah, well,
Keep trying. See if it works.
I just went out.
Nope. All right. We'll just use this one. Just like yesterday. All right.
Okay. I went out and just tried to give my team the best chance to win. I was excited to be back out as a starter, of course. I haven't been there in a while and gave it my best, and the outcome was really good.
How does that work when we're in a rain delay like we were the other day, and you're not expecting to be the starter because we were at the rotation, but then we got a doubleheader, we've got the pitching coordinator here. How did you find out that, okay, now we got 2 games in one day, you're going to jump into the starting rotation?
Well, I actually found out the morning I got here, but of course I had butterflies. Like, I was excited, ready to go. So it was a good opportunity, and I took advantage of it.
And we got the team a sweep yesterday. This is the team in Cedar Rapids that's kind of had our number for whatever reason this season. They did make the playoffs in the first half, but they've had our number all year, so I had to feel good not to get just 1, but 2 wins against them yesterday.
Felt great, and hopefully we can finish it off today and get the sweep.
When you're working in the bullpen, what have you seen so far for you? What's been the biggest difference for pitching out of the bullpen? Because sometimes you still come out and go 3 or 4 innings and kind of work like a starter.
Well, just building a routine, getting ready faster than normal. I mean, you can't even run out there. You have to just throw a lot, and you have to time yourself to come in the game hot, ready to go.
You haven't been used like some of the guys in the bullpen that might pitch a second day in a row. You haven't had that experience yet, a guy throwing 1 inning, coming back, or maybe facing 1 batter and coming back and doing that. So what are your days after you pitch? What are those like? Are they different than when you were a starter, even though you know you're not going to throw because you just threw 2 or maybe 3 innings?
Well, being a reliever, the day after I pitch, I get to long toss, and I can air it out a little bit. I can also do a little running because I know I'm down for 2 days. So that's something I build in my routine now.
So is that kind of the same as when you were a starter then, that part?
No, not at all. When I was a starter, I would take my days off because we throw a side in between, so I couldn't really air it out. And I think my arm strengthened from long toss and after. So
when you approach these guys, opponents, whoever it's going to be out of the bullpen, is that any different when you know, hey, I might only face these guys once today instead of as a starter when you face them a second or a third time? How has that approach been different?
Well, as a reliever, you have very little room for error. So as a starter, you know you give up 2 runs and you have time to go out through the game. As a reliever, you give up 2 runs, you might lose the game and cost your team a loss. So
I know you're a guy that's from Miami, from Florida, and the family's been able to follow along. I know they've been able to get up here. What's that been like for you?
Having family here is always awesome, man. Gotta love it. I just go out and try to do my best for them. And I know they're watching at home.
Yeah, whenever we got the games that are on the MILB TV, I know the games you pitch, your family's going to be on Twitter and commenting to you. That's got to make you feel pretty good on those days.
Yeah, I know they always have my support and vice versa, man. They're always there for me.
You guys have got a nice group of, I guess, South Florida athletes that are all kind of going up different levels together, and some even different sports, but you guys all stick together and have each other's back. And what's that like? Because you got some guys in, the Braves organization and a few others that are all over it.
Well, somebody like Tukey, he just got moved to AA, so I'll pick his brain, ask him questions. He's been here already, his first year, so you ask him questions and you learn from them, and it helps me out a lot.
I know you guys have got that South Florida connection as well, which helps. When you're back home in the off season, you're right there. You're pretty close to the Cardinals complex. What's that like for you? What's an off season like for you so far?
I work out at home for 4 days out of the week, and usually on that Friday, I'll drive up to Palm Beach just to get a little checkup on me, and so I can work out with them and have eyes on me.
I know you were one of the guys early in the year when we chatted out here after one of your starts. You were all bundled up. You were freezing in April, and I know there was a few other guys. McCarville didn't like it at all, but now that the weather's gotten more into your liking, and what do you think?
I love it. This is my type of weather. The cold is not for me.
Did you get rid of all that winter stuff? What'd you do with it?
No, it's still in my locker. I hope it stays there for a while.
It better stay. If it doesn't stay there now, something really went wrong. If we need any of those 35-degree night type things, we look here. I mentioned it with with Dylan yesterday out here. We got a major leaguer rehabbing, and we've had one earlier this year as a pitcher with Tyler Lyons. Now it's Stephen Piscotty from the outfield. When you guys get those guys around here, what's that like for you from a player's perspective, whether they play the same position as you or not?
We just ask them a lot of questions like how it is up there, what do they do day in and day out, what is their routine, and we try to learn and take from what we can from them.
You've had a chance to have some pitchers that have come through. I mentioned Tyler Lyons, but Jason Isringhausen's been here, and you've seen some guys like that, and Tim Levesque, now the pitching coordinator. What are you able to learn from those guys?
Well, Izzy's like my role model. He helps me out. He's in my Cardinal Corps. He's the leader of it, so I learn a lot from him. Tim's been there since day one, helping me out, telling me what I need to improve and how to get better. So it's good to have them around.
And then you got Denier, and I know you guys have had a nice rapport the last 2 years together with him as well.
Yeah, Denier also, he does whatever he can to help me, and I appreciate them all.
Well, great job out there yesterday. 4 no-hit innings, couple strikeouts, and Chiefs got a doubleheader sweep, so congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Ronnie Williams, appreciate your time. As we get ready, we're going to swap you out here, Ronnie, with Kendra from ALS. And how you doing, Kendra? I'm good. Good to see you here as we are ready to go. And you guys are out here for ALS tonight. You got a lot going on. Tell us about this event tonight and what brought you guys out here with us.
So we are pleased to be back this year for ALS night at Dozer Park. And every year we hold the Walk to Defeat ALS here at Dozer Park, where we start and where we end. And so ALS being also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, it's a great tie-in to baseball. And we're just very thankful for the relationship that we have with the Peoria Chiefs and that we're allowed to be here again tonight. And we have a lot of people in section 106, so the red shirts works out well that your colors are red. And we have a table behind 105 and 106 with a lot of information about not only the Walk to Defeat ALS, but also the ALS Association and the services and programs that we offer.
And with the walk, you mentioned it ends here every year. Tell us more about the walk this year's walk, and the details about it.
So this year it is September 9th. The registration starts at 8:30 in the morning, and then the walk actually starts at 10. We have great corporate partners. Caterpillar, Deconstruction are our biggest supporters. Ed Rapp from Caterpillar will actually be present at the walk this year, so we're very pleased to have him. We have Chick-fil-A that donates sandwiches. We have Cafe Alternatives who donates a lot of food. Walkers get t-shirts if they raise $75. We walk along the riverfront. It's a very family-friendly event. We have bounce houses. There's no fee to participate, so it's not like you have to pay to come. You don't have to raise so much money, but to get a t-shirt, it is $75. But other than that, it's just a really great family-friendly event for the community.
You guys have got a lot of volunteers, and you wear red, so you're not going to stand out as much as if you had like a bright yellow or something like that. But people can come up today and chat to you guys, your table behind 105. But if they want to do it another time, or for those that are checking us out on social media, how can they get more information?
Yeah, so our website for the walk in Peoria specifically is web.alsa.org/Peoria Walk. We also have Kelly Branch Dirks, who lives here in Peoria, and she's a great resource. That her number is on all of our websites, which is just webchicago.alsa.org.
Well, there you go. Plenty of ways to get a hold of them, and you can find her tonight. 105 and 106 is where you guys are hanging out. We appreciate you guys being out here. Thanks for joining us and being a part of the event.
Thank you guys very much.
There you have the Walk to Defeat ALS coming up here September the 9th. We finish up today. 2 reminders for you. One of those, go buy tennis balls, raise money, the pitching for a charity for the Titanium Force Cheer. And then post-game, we've got fireworks coming up tonight, fireworks tomorrow, fireworks Sunday. And you're going to enjoy the music from Spanky Entertainment, dueling pianos all night long. Thanks for spending your Friday with us here at Dozer Park.